Welcome to SVG-TV's news for Friday, August 7th, 2020. I am Bhavin Northwell with the details. Continuous training enables an organization to be as efficient as it can be, and thanks to the SVG Coast Guard Regional Security Service RSS Basic Seamanship course, several Coast Guard officers are now better equipped to carry out their duties. 14 Coast Guard officers participated in this year's course, which was conducted over a 5-week period. The participants were trained in subject areas such as maritime operations, nautical terminology, towing and anchoring, man overboard, boat crew responsibility, international law, as well as survival at sea and firefighting techniques. Speaking at the graduation ceremony today for the 14 participants was Commander of the SVG Coast Guard Service, Brenton Kane, who told the officers continuous training is absolutely necessary given their line of work.
It's on our front burner. It's a special department within the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force. That training, as I said before, had to be on the front burner. We operate vessels at sea, and when you're at sea, you can use the term that you're alone. You can run into a mechanic shop and say, our engine is overheating, fix this for us. We have to fix it out in order to get back to shore safe and sound. Navigation, know where we are at all times, very vital. So when we get a new cadre of officers, we always bent and get them out of the block by a basic seamanship course so that they can almost operate as seamen.
Commander Kane thanked all those who facilitated the training exercise and encouraged graduates to continue to seek out opportunities to develop themselves.
So I want to thank the training officer, Lieutenant Tibbles, and his staff for conducting this training. As he said before, it's under the auspices of the RSS, the Regional Security System. And I want to urge the participants, the young Coast Guard officers, continue your quest for knowledge. This is only the beginning of things to come. And also that physical aspect, please, and I will see to that you keep it up. We are about to launch a physical program, but due to the COVID situation, it's been kind of delayed, but we're gonna get it started sometime next week. So don't get fit and get back unfit. Don't do like me.
Also speaking at their graduation ceremony was Commissioner of Police Colin John, who said the exercise was a timely one. He said all must be done to ensure the citizens of SVG are safe.
Criminals, they have not stopped the activities. On the contrary, based on our intelligence, they have increased the activities as regard their effort to pursue their nefarious acts. We have seen weekly or in some cases daily ships from neighboring countries or go fast vessels from neighboring countries trying to enter waters with firearms, hard drugs, contraband, animals, other illegal stuff. We cannot mark time. We cannot just relax. We have to put on our A-game at all time to make sure that we, as the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force, and more specifically the Coast Guard, put things in place to make St. Vincent and the Grenadines safer.
Bloom where you are planted. That's the advice given to the Coast Guard officers by Senior Education Officer and featured speaker at the graduation ceremony, Dr. Adelia Ferdinand. Dr. Ferdinand said the training course presents a myriad of opportunities for those who completed it and encouraged the graduates to give of their best in their line of duty.
To see this journey as a process with numerous possibilities to excel, learn new things, and make an impact wherever you are assigned. There is a saying that you should bloom where you are planted, whether in engineering, operation, or admin on logistics. Do your best anyway. In this journey, J represents joy. Find joy in whatever task you are assigned. It may be an area you think you are not good at, or you are not skilled to operate. Joy comes in knowing that you did your best and you achieved the goals set before you despite the odds. So plan to do your best at all times.
Dr. Ferdinand said the role of a Coast Guard officer is one which many persons desire, and encouraged officers to take their job seriously.
Oh, consider that you have an opportunity that many will never get. That is, to serve in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Coast Guard service. I am sure many persons applied and hope for the opportunity to serve, not just this year, but in previous years, and they were not accepted for one reason or the other. But you are selected. Therefore, you owe it to yourselves and those who selected you to make the most of this opportunity, to make an impact wherever the job takes you. And even if you move to other avenues, let this be a stepping stone that propels you to continue to strive for excellence always. It is said that opportunity knocks once, so value this opportunity.
Dr. Ferdinand used a poem to inspire the Coast Guard officers to continue to strive for success despite failures.
The road you're treading seems all uphill. When the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twist and turn, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure comes about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. This journey starts with you and it will end with you.
And Assistant Superintendent of Police Junior Simmons is advising persons living in Fountain and Honoursville to be on their guard in light of a slight increase in reports of rape in these areas. ESP Simmons was at the time given an update on criminal activities in the country during the period of July the 30th to August the 5th on the Police Care, Serve and Protect Facebook program last evening.
So we're asking you to be very, very alert. Persons are asked to ensure that they keep the surrounding clear of all obstacles so that it will not provide any cover for would-be assailants. So you have to secure yourself and your family in those areas and the nearby villages.
For this week, the police have recorded several incidents of wounding and theft in all districts across SVG. Some of the other trending crimes in the country are vehicle burglaries, invasion of privacy, domestic violence, and fraud. ESP Simmons said there have been more than 30 arrests made over the past week and gave some safety tips on how persons can avoid falling prey to criminal elements.
The majority of arrests made are related to wounding and theft offenses. So we're asking persons to be responsible. If you have an argument, try and resolve it amicably. Report it to the police. Do not take matters into your own hands.
Meanwhile, ESP Simmons and Sergeant Cornelius Ross took the opportunity on the program to remember their colleague Constable 918 Sean Onfalso Westfield, who passed away on Sunday, August 2nd, 2020. ESP Simmons and Sergeant Ross said Constable Westfield was a quiet and hard-working officer who served the SVG police force well.
In the Royal Civil Police Force, to convey our condolences to the immediate family and friends and relatives of our deceased brother, Police Constable Sean Westfield.
I had the pleasure of being an instructor at the training school while Westfield was at the training academy.
Yes.
And his temperament was always there. He was a very quiet, very respectful person, and he would be sadly missed. I myself just want to convey condolences to his family, his course colleagues.
This is the 4th police officer of the RSVG Police Force who passed away for the year. Sergeant Ross encouraged his colleagues to take care of their health.
And I want to encourage police officers to please take care of yourself. As the old adage goes, your health is your wealth.
Correct, correct.
So make sure, eat properly, take supplements, exercise, take enough rest.
Yes.
We all know that we all have to die.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what you do, you still have to die. But still, you could add some years to your life.
Correct, correct.
By doing the right thing.
Yeah.
In other news, the police have arrested and charged Ronald Middleton, a 36-year-old vendor, Daniel Delplesh, a 19-year-old student, and Zachary Harewood, a 18-year-old laborer, all of Murray Village, with assault. According to investigation, the accused men allegedly pushed a 50-year-old mechanic over an embankment, causing him to fall on his face and shoulders. The incident occurred at Murray Village at about 7 a.m. on April the 4th, 2020. The accused men appeared before the Serious Offences Court to answer to the charge. Middleton pleaded not guilty, while Delplesh and Harewood pleaded guilty. The matter was adjourned to September 21st, 2020, and transferred to the Kingston Magistrate Court. The accused are presently on station bail. Meanwhile, 30-year-old Victor Harry of Lowmans Leeward has been arrested and charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm. A police report says Harry allegedly had in his possession one 12-gauge shotgun without a license issued under the Firearms Act at Tucker Bay at around 6:45 p.m. on August 3rd, 2020. Harry appeared before the Serious Offences Court to answer to the charge and pleaded not guilty. He was granted bail in the sum of 10,000 EC dollars with one surety. He was ordered to surrender all travel documents and report to the Cattell's police station every Monday and Thursday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The matter was adjourned to September 3rd, 2020. Many local farmers have been reportedly settling for reduced prices for their crops due to the harsh dry weather conditions and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on their livelihood. A 76-year-old Linford Sampson of Langley Park is one such farmer, and he told SVG-TV News that this season he was not able to get a full crop of watermelon, cucumbers and other crops. Sampson said he knows of other farmers who have had to reduce the wholesale price of watermelon from $2 per pound to $1.50.
We are getting sales, though not as sales have dropped really. We had to drop our price as well, and then the inputs that we put into watermelons have gone up, fertilizers and so on, and that is one of the setbacks for us, the inputs, and because we have to buy things like insecticides, fungicides, and so on, and fertilizers. Right now, we because of the kind of weather we're having we don't plant a lot. We have, you have a heap, I don't know if you know, we have a heap over there that we took out from the field. That's not, we have a lot of fungus diseases.
Sampson said he had to share out the watermelons as many of them were spoiling before they were ready to harvest, and that cucumbers were a hard sale for the season.
The government gave out so many seedlings to farmers, and they gave it almost at the same time. So you would find your cucumbers are coming in, mine are coming in the other farmer, and then they just go back down. So nobody has, well, not many people, so we planted some up on the top there as well.
Sampson said he is a proud farmer and has rallied through the hard times, and this time is no different.
Left school, I went only to primary school. My father had lands up in this area, just above the Monument area there, and I did farming, and then I left. Well, I was teaching for a while, about 9 or so years, and then I left and joined the Ministry of Agriculture, and went to Trinidad also at the Trinidad school. I worked with Cardi. We live by the grace of God, so we have confidence in him, and we are living.
Opposition leader Dr. Godwin Friday says that empowering women will be a top priority for an NDP-led government. Speaking on the party's Women's Hour Facebook program last evening, Dr. Friday said there are many outstanding women who can make a great contribution in the political arena, but they often shy away from it because of several reasons, and this has to change.
We must continue to strive to break down the barriers and bring women into every aspect of life, including political life. Because let's not pretend that it's equal for men and women on the political stage. The things that women go through discourages many talented and capable people from coming forward. That is a societal problem that we have to deal with. And we in the New Democratic Party will set about doing that, because we will set the example from within and hold ourselves to that very high standard.
The opposition leader said too many women are being exploited and that it is not okay to treat women as opportunities or prey on vulnerable women.
Where the attitudes are not changed, we have to put systems in place to constrain those attitudes. The laws have to punish where there are violators, and the social systems have to protect those who are victims. So even where we have high incidence of sexual assaults, domestic violence, we still don't have the social safety net and the protective mechanisms in place, like shelters, counseling, ways in which to get evidence to ensure that violators who want to make up cases are still prosecuted.
And the NDP's prospective candidate for the East St. George constituency is in the upcoming general elections. Laverne Gibson Velox outlined several infrastructure and other developments planned for the constituency during the program last evening.
For the people of East St. George, that no longer would you have to wait until elections are around the corner to get one piece of road in Calico fixed. Meanwhile, the wear and tear on your vehicles is costing you to repair tires, shocks, bearings, etc. But what about the roads in Choppins, Belmont, Brighton, Villa, Glen, Fairhall, and all the other woefully neglected areas? These people don't pay taxes. These people don't deserve your love to. You mean the only thing the residents of East St. George have to remember their soon-to-be former representative by is an almost finished hard court at Choppins? My understanding is that bad roads are the experience throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tell me, my people, is that what you voted for? Are you getting value for your vote? Vehicle owners are forced to spend more on repairs and maintenance because of the bad condition of roads.
Velox stated that the health of people must be taken care of. Hence, infrastructures will have to be upgraded and avenues created to ensure full potential is realized.
We will upgrade the Calicut Clinic to a full-fledged polyclinic and also upgrade the Enams Clinic. Your health is important. Education will be a priority for all age groups with emphasis on adult education and computer and technology skills, because these are what are going to take us forward. Our sportsmen and women will receive consideration with the lighting of the Fairhall and Brighton playing fields. This will allow our footballers, male and female, to improve their fitness levels and skills required for national selection or attracting lucrative contracts overseas.
Speaking on tourism, Velox said there are many opportunities that can be created and a facelift of Kingstown is needed to make it more tourist-friendly, including the transformation of Heritage Square for the carnival season.
Financial institutions. Everyone will be considered for a harmonious existence in Heritage Square and will be enjoyed both by locals and visitors. I've always advocated for street festivals at Independence. Heritage Square is ideally located for that. Local craft and local food in one area. On Independence Day, after the parade, a cool walk to Heritage Square will be a new experience, providing a taste of Vincy. Everything local and everything amazing, plus exposure for vendors. The possibilities are endless. The NDP will fix what is broken. We are going to give you value for your vote.